Hello friends of the interwebs, Paul here. Welcome back to the second channel. Today I'd like to run some numbers on guns. We're just marking the unfortunate 10-year anniversary of the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. On that horrible day, one man with a gun murdered 20 children and 6 adults. He used an AR-15 to fire 154 bullets in just under 5 minutes. Most of his victims were shot multiple times. In the years since then, the parents and friends and relatives and loved ones of the victims have called for a ban on the AR-15 and similar styles. One argument against this is that there's just too many of them out there. With millions and millions of guns, and it's the most popular type, it's just going to take too long to get that done. So, what are the numbers? According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, in an article published July 2022, there are approximately 24 million AR-15 and AK style rifles in the US. And I'll put a link below. So 24 million AR-15 and AK style rifles that we want to get off the streets with a buyback program. Well, how long would that take? If you imagine that you could, on average, return 1 gun per minute, you run the numbers and that comes out to 45 years. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 1 gun per minute on average, it's going to take 45 years. That's a long time. But let's look at this another way. According to another article, recent article by the National Shooting Sports Foundation, Americans purchased over 21 million guns in 2020 and 18.5 million in 2021. That's just shy of 40 million guns in 2 years. It stands to reason that if we can manufacture, distribute, sell 40 million guns in 2 years, we should be able to undistribute 24 million guns in 2 years in a buyback program. Now let's imagine that there's going to be some people who are less than enthusiastic about this. It's not an unreasonable assumption. Rather than doing this in 2 years, let's double it to 4 years. And let's say that there's going to be those last couple of million guns are going to be really, really difficult. And so let's double that again to 8 years. And then let's just, for generosity, just round that up to 10 years. Let's say that it takes 10 years to do a buyback program to get 24 million AR-15 and AK style guns off the streets. Today, the day that I'm releasing this video, is the day after the 10-year anniversary of the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre. If we had started this effort the day after that slaughter, we would be done by now. It's possible to do this in a reasonable amount of time. If we can manufacture, distribute, and sell 40 million guns in 2 years, we should be able to undistribute and buy back 24 million guns in 10 years easily. We have the logistics, infrastructure, supply chain, whatever you want to call it. It's not an unreasonable task. 24 million guns in 10 years off the street. If we had started the day after the Sandy Hook massacre, we'd be done by now. We have the means for doing this. What we lack is the political will to do it. Anyway, it's just some numbers. Thanks for watching.